Today's topic, we are going to just discuss about goal setting and preparing for our 2004. I also want to go into a little bit about the truths behind goal setting and what it really means for us in terms of our short-term and long-term plans, and how we kind of vision ourselves and think about what we want for the future and how our present moment is going to make that happen. So, as you know, with trading, one of the best successes that we can do in our progress is to journal everything that we are doing, everything that we're achieving, all of our profits and also losses, just so we can learn our lessons through and through. And part of that journaling is enabling us to have our long-term and short-term goals in place. So if we find that something is not working, if that strategy is not delivering exactly or near enough to what we would like, we're able to make tweaks and we're able to learn from them and to be able to make new ways, new forms of providing a new strategy and allowing us to get profitable over the long-term run. And that's kind of the similar thing that we want to do when it comes to goal setting. And one of the major things that we need to think about is our goals and visions of the future. Okay, so we're not just setting a target, but we're actually enabling us to vision what it's like being in that moment or being in those experiences with those people at that specific location, and knowing that that is acceptable and it's ready for us. We're able to achieve those plans, and our long-term vision is that we want to create small short-term plans, targets, goals within that long-term plan. And the reason why is because if we keep focused on just the one major vision, it's very easy to lose track of our schedule, to lose track of what we're actually doing within that time frame. And a lot of emotional factors can come on board, whereas you feel like giving up, you feel like you're no good, all those kind of negative thoughts that now and again we might get, and they will create the dominant factor of why we don't reach our long-term vision. So it's so important that we're enabling ourselves to self-reflect every few days or every week, whatever feels comfortable for you, or whatever kind of plan and structure that you've put for yourself, and take it from there. So ideally what you'd like to do is have one long-term vision, whether it's in a year's time or for 2024, whether it's in 5 years' time, however you want to plan it out. And let's just say, for example, now it's just a 2024 long-term vision. And within that time frame, you want to break it down into quarterlies. So every quarter, you have an idea of where you're at, where your progress is, and if you need to make changes, adjustments, go back on things and upgrade them. And that way you have more of a structure throughout your year. Within that quarterly, you can break it down again. So you can focus more on weekly strategies, weekly self-reflections, and make those more about just keeping yourself self-motivated, making sure that you're on top of things, making sure tiny little things, for example, of our well-being that are in place in order for us to be able to reach those long-term visions. So as an example, you want to be taking into consideration things like drinking enough water throughout the day. How many hours a day do you sleep in the evening? How do you wake up? What kind of plan do you have and routine in the mornings? And what is your routine at night? So all these factors, who you spend time with, what kind of books you read, what knowledge you absorb from other people, all these tiny factors play a part in who you are becoming for the near future. And it's very important you tackle them now, because sometimes those factors could be blockages that are actually preventing you from getting to where you want to get to in the future. Ideally, what you want is to really self-reflect about the environment that you're in at the moment and identify all the things that you feel that could cause delays, blockages, and any kind of underlying self-doubt, and start to venture and distance away from those factors that you feel that are impacting your visions. I've been working with clients over the last few years within their spiritual journeys. So working on their internal force and allowing that to express on the external rather than focusing on the external to change your internal. And what I've found is the world will provide you what you need at the given times because it's meant to be for you. And most of the time, those things that we're given, they don't correlate with our plans and expectations. And the reason why is because sometimes our plans and expectations are things that are more advanced than our current selves. And in order to receive and get to that point, we have to learn lessons. And so the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because, let's say if you have a vision up until the end of 2024, and you feel like by the third quarter that you're just not near enough where you want to be. Now, please do not be disheartened by such things, because sometimes the world will put you in places and positions in order for you to take another course, and it's just temporary. It doesn't mean that, whatever targets and expectations that you had are not going to happen. It just means that the world, whether you want to say your spiritual guiders, God, energy, the universe, they will guide you through to what's for you. And you have to learn to trust that. So a lot of times when you're setting goals, what you need to do is put the intention into that goal, into that target, into that vision, and let go of it. Do not control it. You can control what you say and what you put out there, but then after, you have to learn to surrender. You have to learn how to allow the world to piece everything together in the way that's right for you, because essentially we don't know what's right for us because we're still learning. Every day we are such different versions of ourselves, and that for that reason we have to learn how to disconnect and surrender into that process that we're on. The other thing that I want to say as well is, when we're thinking about a goal, we're always thinking about the outcome and the end. What we need to be thinking about is enjoying the progress, okay? So a lot of times is we really, really want to get to that end, and I need this now, and I want to get there, within 6 months, and then it doesn't happen, and then you just start crumbling because you feel like you're just not good enough. We need to zap that out, okay? And start learning how to enjoy the challenges and the amazing pleasures of what we learn, who we meet, who we connect with along the way, because those are the seeds that are getting planted in order for us to reach our visions. Sometimes also our visions might be A, B, and C, but the universe decides that it wants to give us C, B, and A. Okay, so keep an open mind. Get yourself a plan before the start of 2024. Really vision and believe, and just know that whatever it is that you want, that it's already here. It's already been manifested. The only thing that you need to focus on right now is how to get from here to there, and enjoy the process and enjoy that present moment of all the challenges and everything that you're learning. And I think we all know from our conversations that we have pretty much every day, trading is already giving us that experience, because we all know that we want to have a lot of money, and we all know why we want that money, because it's going to provide us with a life that we envision, right? And in order to get there, we have to appreciate those down days. We have to appreciate the quiet days. We have to appreciate the days that we start to doubt ourselves and feel slightly insecure about the progress that we're making, and really support ourselves. So you're self-envisioning everything and just allowing things to flow fluidly. I hope that helped you have a better understanding of what you need to do over the next couple of weeks in order to start your 2024. I know for sure I'm going to be sitting down and writing a lot of things, and I am excited to see where most of you guys go, because I know we're all going to be in this together for the next year and longer, fingers crossed. So have a great evening, and I will catch up with you guys soon.